Hi, this is Darryl again. I thought I'd come back with another little video. I just saw this tonight. Someone was trying to, I think, get rid of this logo off the front of this bag so they could put a customer's own logo on it and show them what it was going to look like. But they couldn't figure out how to get the the logo off and make it look still look like a bag. So I thought I would show you a different way than what the video I saw was showing, and we'll see which way you like better. Anyway, here we go. So, the way I understand it, the best I can tell, because this is someone else's video, and another customer, I think a customer of his or a follower of his, was needing to have this done, and they were going to try to give him some help. But I've got a little different way of doing it. So let's just get right into it. And first off, let me just show you. This is what they had. You can see the Legend Livestock Carriers on it. I think that was just a number on there showing how wide it was. But you see, this is leather, all kinds of different shades. So CorelDraw is really not the best fit for fixing this. I'm in CorelDraw, but I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. So before we get started, I'm just going to show you a quick rough in I did of what it looks like after I got through messing with it. And I really wasn't all that careful and all that slow with it in particular. So you can, if you can spend as much time on this as you want, but I'm just going to show you a quick and dirty way to get started, and then you can do it yourself. So anyway, back to the original one. You see I've got it selected, and I'm going to come up here to bitmap, and I'm going to go down to edit bitmap. So what happens, I've got CorelDraw Suite, and among one of those programs, and I think, as far as I know, when you buy this CorelDraw, you get this program too. I could be wrong, but it automatically opens up Corel Photo Paint. Or you could use other programs to do the same thing, but this is Corel Photo Paint that came with my CorelDraw. And I'm going to show you a quick and easy tool. There's several tools here that will work, but this one is pretty simple, and it gets the job done. So let me zoom in. Let's go over here to the left-hand side, and you come down to this where it says clone. Now, if I click that, you'll see a clone, red eye removal, touch-up brush, and a healing clone. I'm going to pick the healing clone. So let's just click that. So you got some options up here. Here's the feather option. I'm going to leave it at 20. And here's the size of the nib. I'm going to leave it at 20. And I'm going to leave it as a circular round nib. There's other options you can pick from, but this is just what I'm going to do for now. So the way you use this tool, and I'll just get rid of this white part first. Let's go down here below it. Let's say right in here, and just right click. And it doesn't look like it does anything, but when you move your mouse, you see it's left a spot right there. So what it's going to do, when I left click and drag, it's going to move this along with it, and whatever it sees down here, it's going to clone up here. For example, I'm going to start just a little bit of this line. And click and hold. I'm just going to drag it across. And you see what it does. Now I can quickly go down here and say, all right, I want a little bit different. I'm going to click right there. I'm going to drag that one around a little bit. Then I'm going to click right there. So if you pick different areas of the bag, you can see it makes a little bit more natural than to just pick one spot and drag it all the way across. So let's click this piece here. Let's do this. Go all the way across that one, and make it blend it in a little bit more. Right click, drag and drop. Right click, drag it around, and whenever you think you like it, you stop. And that's pretty good for the white. Let's get rid of it a little bit more there. Okay. So let's put a little darkness in there with it. Okay. So now let's start getting rid of the logo. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. Well, maybe too much. So let's go right here. I'm going to right click right above the skull. I'm going to come straight down below it, and I'm going to start running across it. Now, if you see that happen, then you just move up, click it again, right click it again. And let's see, let's right click there. Smear that a little bit. Now let's go over here and we'll right click above that and come down, left click and drag. Now you don't go all the way across because it gets to be obvious what you're doing if you do that. So, you know, just play around with it. I'm going to right click down here and then left click and drag. And let's go down a little bit more and do some more. This feathering, you can change it and it will allow you to do different effects also. But basically what I'm doing, I'm right clicking and then left dragging. Different directions. So I'm going to do that again there. And say, let's go down here to that one. And you can go anywhere you want to do this. So I can go way down here and I can right click it. And I can drag it from down there and around. So if I need it lighter, I'll go over here to this lighter part and start dragging that through. Do it again here, maybe there. Maybe a little bit of this reddish lighter color here. And before you know it, you have a hard time telling where that logo was. And it looks pretty natural. Again, I'm no artist, and I'm not really taking my time. But you can see where you could get really good at this and make it where you just almost can't see it. So, that looks pretty good, in my opinion. Now you can see a little bit of the outline of where I did it. So let's right click here. And then smooth it out a little bit. Right there. And there's other tools with this program you can use, but I just want to show you something simple and easy, especially if you're just trying to get this done for a client, just to kind of give them an idea of what their logo is going to look like on it. All right. What do you think? Now, when you get through, you go up here to finish editing. Click finish. Save changes, yes. And then just go up here and shut off, kill that program. And there it is. So this is one I did before. I still got a few splotches there. I could have fixed it a little bit better. This is one I just now did. What do you think? Think that'll work? I think it will. So anyway, that's a quick and dirty way of getting rid of a logo or anything else on something you don't want to see. Especially if it's like leather where you got all these different shades. And, CorelDraw is just not made for that. But Corel Photo Paint is. And it came with this program when I bought CorelDraw. So anyway, there you go. If you have any questions or would like to see more things like this, let me know. I've got my phone number and my email listed. You can call me, you can text me, you can email me. You can ask me for specific things, and I'll see if I can help you with it. Anyway, I'll see you again on the next one. Thanks. Bye-bye.